Hello, VC. Scooch back here. Am I in frame? Yeah. Hey, VC. Waxed here. Wax traveling back in DC to visit family for Thanksgiving. So I picked up some records so far. Pretty good job. Not long into my my trip. Before I came, I did meet someone, Cranberry Sauce, who is a newcomer to joining me and Rachel on Rachel's Ghost Stream and seeing me, and has bought from me on some of my auctions. So I got to meet him. He informed me of a record show that went on not far from where I'm staying in Fairfax, Virginia, at the Elks Lodge, and it was for me. There were records there. People were selling them. It was okay. I picked up 3 records there, and I'll show you the first one. Get into it. I picked up this Pharoah Sanders Journey to the One on Teresa. I have a few Pharoah Sanders records on Teresa. This is I think it originally came out in 1980. This is a 2002 reissue, I think done by Scorpio. It's 1980, the album was made. Who's on here with him? You got your Eddie Henderson, is one of the, Joe Bonner, a lot of other people. John Hicks is playing piano, Ray Drummond, and a lot more others. It's a gatefold. And from the things I've read on Discogs, people sound pretty good. The one I know you can get now pretty easily is the Pure Pleasure reissue. And this looks okay, paper sleeves. I got a good price on what this one goes for. So hopefully when I get home and clean it, it sounds nice. And I'm shoving it in there and the paper's on. Okay, the third one I picked up was this Tracy Chapman second album. I have Tracy Chapman's first album is very desirable. This is a minty condition. The cover's nice, and the vinyl it has the inner sleeve with the lyrics. The vinyl looks very nice. So we'll see what this is like when I get home, and got this for a way good price compared to what it goes for. I think I've seen this go as much as like $40, $50, $60 record. Here's the find. And I got there late, and this one guy who had the most good stuff I wanted said he had a bunch of ESP discs. He had one left on his wall thing, but he said people came and sought him out to get them, so I guess I missed out on a bunch of that stuff. What I got from him is what I thought was getting this Archie Shepp live at the douche. I don't even know. I'm not going to pronounce that, so someone else do it for me. So I thought I was getting this going with this lineup. Killer lineup. Archie Shepp, Roswell Rudd, Grandchamp Moncour, Jimmy Garrison, and Beaver Harris, okay? So I thought I was getting this one. Nice gatefold. It's Scorpio reissue. It says Scorpio on there. That's what I thought I was getting. What I actually got was, turn it upside right, is the Magic of Juju, or G-Shep record I really wanted, and it's quite desirable and pricey. And although this might not play that great, but I paid $15 for this. That's a desirable record, although I don't have the cover. And I have this cover and not the record. So that was my pickup at the show. Could have got more. I was trying to be more selective. So, it was pretty good. Today I went to a record store. CD Cellar in Falls Church, Virginia. I always go there, always find stuff. Their prices might be scooch on the high side, but I found some stuff I had never seen. I'll save this one. Everyone's going after Jerry Allen record. I don't know how desirable this one is. This was only printed on vinyl this one time. Gosh, what year did this come out? 90 something. It's in really nice shape. But a lot of people are on here. I think this is Preston, Germany. If people know, let me know. But pretty good find on Jerry Allen Only have the one Blue Note Classic Series double album that was reissued. Kenny Drew, Take It Out, It's Still on the Shrine. Kenny Drew, Everything I Love, solo piano of Kenny Drew. One of them first jazz musicians to move to Europe. But this is an inner city licensed of Steeplechase record. So I generally find the Steeplechase inner city issues are nice. They're really good. The covers are nice and hard and cardboardy, as opposed to those Dutch OGs are thin. But nice fine Kenny Drew all day long. I have this, so I picked it up because I don't see it often. And this is Booker Irving, Lament for Booker Irving. He had passed away. This came out in 77. He passed away, I thought before that, maybe 77. I know he was ill. And from what I understand, this album, licensed from Enja, came out on Enja, this inner city reissue, is that the first side is a live recording of him. He was supposed to go on and do like 5 minutes, and he ended up doing like 20. It says 17:13 because a friend passed away, and I know it's somebody, but my frazzled state of jet lag, I can't remember who. But Kenny Drew is on here, Niels Henning, Ørsted Peterson, and Alan Dawson, and Horace Parlon. I kind of think side 2 is not with Booker Irving because of the thing, but people will correct me. Okay, this is a good one. Why is it a good one? This is one of the best, if there's a top list of CTI records, it's this Joe Ferell quartet. So the reason I picked this up is this was issued by CTI as 2 different albums. I believe this is the first one with this cool cover, and the reason is I don't have this one with the cover. And the one, and it's a nice shape, and Van Gelder and the Dead Wax. But here's it's the same lineup with Chick Corea, Jack DeShanette, Dave Holland, and John McLaughlin. The other title, I have that one with the it's kind of a gray cover with a tree. I don't know why they did that. So if someone knows, let me know. While I try to remember the title of the other version. Here's another inner city. This store had tons of inner city stuff. This is Tommy Flanigan Ballads and Blues, and it's licensed from Enja. It was originally put out on Enja. It's just Tommy Flanigan and George Mraz on bass. Right there. See? There's Tommy on the back cover. So I don't have this. I've been picking up a lot of Tommy Flanigan lately, so nice. Next, Bobby Hutcherson, Good Bait. This is on Landmark, and it says all landmarks are digital. Where does it usually says it on the cover, but they're digital recordings. And I believe this was Orrin Keep News, who had Riverside, right? And Milestone. And then he went on to do this Landmark. So who's on here with Bobby? You got Branford Marsalis is on here. George Gables, Ray Drummond, and Philly Joe Jones. So this was from 1984 digital mastering at Fantasy. George Horn mastered it, who's a good mastering engineer. But I do not have this Bobby. I always say pick up any Bobby Hutcherson you find and you will not be disappointed. There you go. Another inner city. But this is a reissue of East Wind Japanese label, who do some, I think, direct-to-disc killer recording. What is this album? This is New Wine in Old Bottles. It's Jackie McLean and the Great Jazz Trio. So who is the Great Jazz Trio? Hank Jones, Ron Carter, and Tony Williams. This is from 1978. And I hear the reviews on this are pretty awesome. And East Wind is awesome. But this is the Inner City East Wind. I found 2 copies of this because I've never seen this record. And it has good reviews, so we'll see. Anxious to listen to that. Later, Jackie McLean is kind of, you know, I don't know, hit or miss. Just, I don't know. Okay, another record, Muse record, In the Shrink. Pat Martino will be together again. I've not been disappointed by Pat Martino records on Muse. This is just him and Gil Goldstein on electric piano from '76 on Muse. So I have not listened to this, just getting into him, and I have 2 of his Muse records that are good. They are great. Great, I will say great. Pick them up. The Muse stuff. I haven't listened to the other stuff. So, here you go. Ooh, I'm going to save this one with this other one. There's the other Jackie McLean, still in the Shrink. And then I picked up this. Is another, it's timeless, released on Muse, like Inner City does the Enja. This is George Coleman and Titi Matalu playing together, duet from '77. Originally on Timeless and issued in the United States by Muse on a label. So, nice. Okay. Their dollar bin. Oh, I'll show this before their dollar bin records. There were 3 good their dollar bin records were $3. Okay. It's the end of the day, people. Charles McPherson, Con Alma. This is a early 70s reissue. Came out in '65. Clifford Jordan, Barry Harris, George Tucker, and Alan Dawson. Killer lineup. I have a few George McPherson records, and I like them. And this is a Green Label Prestige. 72, I think. 71 or 72. I already have some. I haven't listened. Obviously, I just picked these up, but I'm anxious, and this is good. So, back in the plastic sleeve with you. Were you? I don't even know. Yeah. I don't know if this was in a plastic sleeve. I'm going crazy. Dollar bin, $3 bin records. This is Kenny Burell, Ellington is Forever. Very wore out cover, but the vinyl's nice. This is part 2, volume 2. I have part 1, they're both double albums, and they are outstanding. This is on Fantasy. Old Brown label, but who's on here with him? Nat Adderley, Snooky Young, Gary Bartz, Joe Henderson, Jerome Richardson, George Maz, Stanley Gilbert, Monk Montgomery, Jimmy Smith, Roland Hanna, Jimmy Jones, Quentin Johnson, and Ernie Andrews, and Philly Joe Jones, and Jimmy Smith. There you go. Great pickup. Big twofer. And I picked up this Don Pullen at Montreux. Back covers better. There's Don Pullen. So playing solo piano in Montreux. This is produced by Herbie Mann and recorded this came out in '78. So it's at the 1977 Montreux International Festival in Switzerland. Oh, he plays, I'm sorry, I thought he was solo. Plays with Jeff Berlin on piano. And then Steve Jordan, no wait. Sorry, it's Don Pullen's on piano. Jeff Berlin is on electric bass. Steve Jordan, the great Steve Jordan, who's playing with the Stones now and was on Letterman's first drummer, is on here. And then it switches to adding a few percussionists, which I won't say. Let's look at the label. On Atlantic. Coolio. And last in the dollar bin, I have 2 killer records to show. I've seen this covered before. I've seen this. This is assorted flavors of Pacific Jazz. It's a sampler for Pacific Jazz, and that's an awesome cover. I've seen people that had it. It's got a lot. It's 3 Chet Baker songs on here. So it's an OG sampler. There's a Bud Shank, Chico Hamilton, Jerry Mulligan, and yeah, the other ones I don't know too much. But 3 Chet Baker songs, one from Chet Baker Sings on here. Let's pull this out. This white, I guess a promo label for Pacific Jazz. And it had a plastic cover in here that someone took out. There you go, MoFi sleeve, rice paper sleeve. Go back in there. All right, now the last two kick-ass records I found today. The last two are, let's go with this one. So Beaver Harris, drummer I know that plays with Archie Shepp, live at Nylon, 360 music experience. Gretchen Moncourt III, Ken McIntyre, and Ron Burton and Cameron Brown are on here. This is from 1979, recorded in Switzerland. I don't even know this label. Cadence Jazz Records. That's them. Let's look at the label. But anytime I've been told you find Gretchen Moncourt on a record, you get it. So this is from 1980. All right. You didn't think that was killer, I think. This is killer as far as I'm concerned. But I'm talking very quiet. I'm in someone's house. I'm at the basement, so I don't think I'm making that much noise. Okay. This is killer. Thelonious in Action. Thelonious Monk Quartet with Johnny Griffin, recorded at the Five Spot in New York, at Five Spot Cafe in New York. Who else is on here? Hamid Abdul Malik, who I just picked up his album on Prestige. And Roy Haynes. This is a OG mono. Let's turn it upside right. Has the guy's name who owned this on the other side. I'm not gonna out him. Yeah, wasn't that much money for this. I hope it plays better than it looks. It doesn't look horrible, but I hope it doesn't play like someone's chewing potato chips. You can go either way, but it's quite a pickup. That's a nice haul for 2 days in visiting. Let me know what you think. Let me know if I need to carry these back or put them in a box and mail them back to myself. Depends how many more records I pick up. But I'd love to know what people think of this. So until next time, the waxed, sort of out, a little jet lagged, I'm tired.